Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show, determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face. He kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, the Whippy.
Yo, welcome to the Crotch Shot Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We are on an active war against bullshit. We would do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the means. So if you're angry and want the truth exposed, then strap in and prepare to be shot. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I'm your host, Louis B. I take no bullshit from nobody. I actually find the bullshit of society and chop it up into nice, easy to digest chunks. And for you. Today won't be any different. Today I am on my way to an open mic, so I decided to do the Spreaker mobile podcasting app. Fire that bad boy up. So that way I can, stay on the new schedule of doing live, doing the radio show live. Again, I love using this mobile app because you get all the ambient sounds of Brooklyn as I'm walking through the neighborhood. And, speaking about open mics, that's what I really wanted to discuss. Because as some of you may know from listening to the show, I like to peel the veil back and tell you about what's going on as far as the New York City stand-up comedy scene. And as some of you may know, I've had a lot of trouble especially with my content, the types of jokes I tell, the subject matter I tell, especially talking about the use of the word nigger or nigga or whatever, and how that's so protected. Yet it is not like. And you know what? And the people that are really protecting it the most are liberal white people. But of course, these same people will make Puerto Rican jokes. And I'm not saying I'm offended by it per se. It just, after a while, it's like, okay. So you could talk about that sort of thing. You could talk about making fun. You could make fun of, Puerto Rican people having a lot of kids, fucking, being loud, but you won't dare slaughter the sacred cow that is black people. Like, you were like, oh my god, we can't talk like that, we'll get called racist. Okay, so it's not racist to make Puerto Rican jokes. Just yeah. Why do I got my phone in my pocket? I am using a Bluetooth headset. It's like when you guys listen to this when I'm done, feel free and comment and tell me how the podcast sounds right now. I can't really take calls because obviously I'm on my phone. Yeah, I'm heading to the experimental comedy gallery and, do some chatting in the chat room. And no. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, you know, it's like it's a problem. I mean, well, actually, no, I shouldn't say it's a problem because honestly, I'm not offended. I'm not gonna say, oh well, you shouldn't be making Puerto Rican jokes. You shouldn't be making. You know, I even addressed it at an open mic the other day, which I wish I had a mixer option here, so I could play it for you. Because a comedian, he made like a dumb joke about how Puerto Ricans, we catcall while we wear basketball jerseys, and the host, the two female hosts of the show last night, they totally just dismissed all the minorities in the room. They're like, oh, this, you know, we're talking to those skinny white guys in the room. So I get up and I'm like, oh, I'm a skinny white guy. So I had to address it because you know, if you're gonna say you're not racist, if you're gonna be like defenders of what is it, like, if you're gonna be a fucking social justice warrior, and that's what you're about, which I think if you are a social justice warrior, if you think it is up to it is your responsibility to fight discrimination or anything you perceive as discrimination, how's about you equally protected with everyone else instead of doing selective enforcement? Because you know what, if you're gonna be doing selective enforcement on speech, then you're an even bigger faggot, and that's from the heart. If you're, you know, as I try to get people up in here, seriously love this app. Gets a podcast outside. What else? Yeah, I mean, I think that's just my biggest pet peeve is all these fucking social justice warriors that they act, they're so fake. They're fake. They don't really give a shit about race or sexuality or whatnot. It's just a sort of masturbation for their self-esteem, their own ego. They're stroking their own ego. Like, see, I'm aware, I'm awake, I'm not a racist. Ew. They're not doing it for themselves. They're not doing it because they feel any type of good or they feel like they need to do it. It's for show. It's to prove to everyone else that they're not racist. Instead of, here's an idea, how about you don't be racist? We got Isabello checking in. So, you know, these comics, they make all these Puerto Rican jokes, but they would applaud a white comedian getting punched in the face for saying nigga. I mean, I've even been threatened at an open mic because I said nigga. Like, really? Like where in my past have I ever oppressed any African? In fact, as a Puerto Rican, I have African blood in me. My great-great-grandfather is African. And yes, I hate real racism. I've experienced real racism. But I'm not afraid of some dude screaming, nigga, 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 or spick, 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 spick. In my case, I was like, okay, whatever. You're obvious. Like, if you're gonna say it, you're obviously an idiot. Does that mean I feel I should have to punch you in your face? Like, even those, you know, even these people that, and even these black comedians that think that they have the right to hit somebody. No, first of all, you're not really offended. Because they're not stopping you from doing your comedy. These white comedians that say nigga are not stopping you from doing shit. Actually, no, let me let me rephrase that. They are stopping you. They are. They treat minorities, us minority comics, as a novelty. It's like, oh my god. Like, and I'm really starting to see that shit. Like, which is why when they start doing the social justice warrior bullshit, it's like, I see it for what it is. It's like, wow, you're fucking fake. You're just proving how much of a racist you are because you think that your whiteness is going to stop racism. You think we can't handle this. I think if you look at the Black Panthers, if you look at even back in the 70s, and I'm really gonna talk about the whole Jada Pinkett Smith, this whole bullshit with the Oscars. It's like, oh well, there's no colored people were. You know what? There were no Hispanics either. You don't hear them crying about that. There are no Indians. You don't hear them crying about that. And by Indians, I mean no Native Americans were nominated for the Oscars. I think they suffered enough. Really? Like, you're bitching about one, and you know what? And the black people that are so worried about this, hey, you just show your own fucking racism. Because you're only fighting for your own people. You're only fighting for black people. You know what? And you know what? You have your own shit. I mean, Anthony Cumia made this point on his show the other day. There are no white nominees on the BET Awards. None. Why are you bitching? Why you crying? Why you crying? So now back to this shit with I'm in front of the Experimental Comedy Gallery in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. What time does this open mic start? Oh, 5 p.m. sign up, 5:30 start. Alrighty. Let me. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna sign up. Boom. All right. Let me. So yeah, I mean, and I see it from both sides, because you know what? As a Puerto Rican, I catch racism from both whites and blacks. But I can't even talk about black racism because they freaking turn it around and say, oh, you're racist for even saying it. I'm a racist for talking about racism done by black people. Again, I ask you, in what history has a Hispanic ever hindered a black person from getting anything? Anything. When the fuck have Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, or Peruvians, or whatever, turned the hoses on black people to keep them from going to school? When the fuck have a Hispanic or a Latino ever lit a fucking cross on a black person's lawn? I'll wait. Yet you want to start, now you want to start, trying to police what I'm going to say. Like, I'm a dark-skinned Hispanic. And you're offended by me. You're gonna be threatened by me if I say the word nigger, or a jigaboo, or whatever. Really? No. You better keep talking to Mr. Charlie about that shit. Mr. Charlie, the Cracker Man, the snow beast. Yeah, you better hound on him, because he's still a racist. I don't care how fucking, how fucking progressive he seems. They are, the only reason why they act like that is because they still feel like they are superior to you, and they feel guilty. They feel guilty because they still think that they're superior, and they feel that that's how it is. Just don't be racist. Easy. Stop apologizing for your whiteness, and stop trying to make me feel guilty for something I have nothing to fucking do with. Like, I'm really tired of this, like, this selective fucking enforcement of speech in comedy. Mind you, I'm just gonna say this again. I don't care what color you are, feel free. Say nigga, say spick, say fucking jigaboo, say fucking coon, say fucking kike, whatever. Experiment. Go nuts. No one has the right to lay hands on you. I don't have the right to lay hands on somebody if they call me a spick. I will still get locked up. And that's the funniest shit ever. They will continue to, like, they will say, oh, you got called a spick, and it's usually these white comics or white liberals that will minimize certain ethnic slurs. Oh, he called you, that's not bad. But nigger, oh shit. Like, I'm not offended by Puerto Rican jokes. I'm not gonna be a bitch and be like, oh, you shouldn't say that. But most of them are it's just annoying because it's so unoriginal, not funny. But at the same time, if somebody makes a black joke, everyone's like, oh my god, their buttholes fucking pucker. So, yeah, it's like, eat a dick. Eat a bag of fucking baby dicks. We got Christy Efrovite. She's rubbing it in because she's in San Diego and it's fucking warm, and she's a beach bumstress. Yeah. She's actually starting her own radio show, or I think she's already started, called Homeless Radio, where she talks about homelessness, and she's tackling that issue. But, she's white, so she has deep-seated racism. The racism is in her DNA, so I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But I'm here waiting for the open mic to start. I'm just in front of the place. It doesn't start for another 9 minutes. But I really wanted to, because this is my new schedule now. I recently got a new job. It's a Monday through Friday morning job, so I could do my comedy at night. And so I figured, fuck it, let me schedule when I do my podcast, which is now-ish. And I will do my comedy right now. So, so I just fired open the app. Go to okay, Christy just put in. If you want to listen to her show, go to homelessradiomagic.com. That's homelessradiomagic.com. I swear to God, this is like the Fox News of fucking podcasts right now. It's like in the middle of me talking. Here's a commercial. But yeah, I just really wanted to really comment on this. No, and a lot of these comedians got podcasts. They don't do them live because they're pussies. They're pussies. They need to edit themselves. But not here on Crotch Shot Radio Show. I do my shit live. So, oh man, just all these Puerto Ricans, they have 10 billion babies by the time they're 12. The same could be said about a lot of black people. Oh no, don't be racist. Well, huh? Select enforcement of your racism. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah, it's time for me to go in. I think this was a good quick hit. 20 minutes, 20-minute podcast. Yep. So, anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for listening. As always, from my house to your house. Mahalo.